closed a hub for the first time in its history, when operations at its Asian Pacific hub at Subic Bay International Airport in the Philippines ceased on February 6, 2009. 25. The operations were transferred to Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport in southern China. 26. 27. FedEx Express had planned to open the new Chinese hub in December 2008, but in November 2008, the company delayed the opening until early 2009, citing the need to fully test the new hub. On the 2nd of June 2009, FedEx opened the new hub building at Piedmont Triad International Airport in Greensboro, North Carolina. FedEx announced in December 2008 that it still intended to open the building on time despite the bad economy. The hub's operations would be scaled back from 1,500 employees to only 160, the size of the previous operations at the much smaller sorting facility. FedEx gave no timeline as to when the hub would be operating at expected hub levels. The hub had been delayed many years since FedEx first picked the airport to be its mid-Atlantic U.S. hub back in 1998. FedEx had to fight many complaints from nearby homeowners about the anticipated noise generated by its aircraft, because most of its flights take place at night. A third runway was built to accommodate the hub operation and the extra aircraft. 28. FedEx began full hub operations at the Greensboro facility September 2, 2018. On the 27th of October, 2010, FedEx opened its Central and Eastern European hub at Cologne-Bonn Airport. The hub features a fully automated sorting system that can process up to 18,000 packages per hour. The roof of hub features FedEx's largest solar power installation, producing 800,000 kilowatt-hours per year. 29. On the 7th of December, 2018, the company announced the retirement of David Cunningham on December 31, 2018. He was succeeded as CEO and President by Raj Subramaniam. 30. 31. Expansion. On the 6th of November, 2019, FedEx Express announced its return to the Philippines, an Asia-Pacific hub. 32. The company says it does not want to relocate Asia-Pacific hub to the Philippines, but they are planning to expand operations in Clark, Pampanga. 33. On the 6th of October, 2020, FedEx celebrates its 36 years of operations with new Philippines Gateway in Clark. 34. The company built and opened a 17,000 square m. facility, costing US $30 million, at Clark in July 2021. 34. 35. Fleet. Current fleet. As of March 2023, the FedEx Express fleet consists of the following aircraft: Smiley 36, 37. FedEx Express fleet aircraft in service orders not Airbus A300-600 RF-67 includes the last Airbus A300 ever built, N692FE. Older aircraft to be retired and replaced by Boeing 767-300F. Largest operator of its type. Boeing 757-200 SF119 largest operator of its type. Boeing 767-300 F12527. 38. 39. Deliveries through 2025. Replacing older Airbus A300-600 RF and MD-11F. Largest operator of its type. Boeing 777 F536. 40. Deliveries through 2025. Replacing MD-11F. First operator in United States and largest operator of its type. McDonnell Douglas MD-11F 58 largest operator of its type. Including the first McDonnell Douglas MD-11F ever built N601FE. To be retired and replaced by Boeing 767-300F and Boeing 777F. Total 42233. FedEx feeder contracted fleet ATR 42-300F 18 ATR 72-200F 19 ATR 72-600F 1119 launch customer. Deliveries began in 2020. 41. Cessna 208B Supercargo Master 234 largest operator of its type. Cessna 408 Sky Courier 644 launch customer. Deliveries began in May 2022. 42. 43. Total 28863. Note: F stands for freighter aircraft. SF stands for special freighter aircraft, which are converted from passenger aircraft. FedEx Express operates the world's largest cargo air fleet with more than 650 aircraft, 44, and is the largest operator of the Airbus A300, ATR 42, Cessna 208, DC-10/MD-10, and the MD-11. The company took delivery of the last Boeing 727 built in September 1984 and the last A300/A310 built in July 2007. 45. TOB able to respond to changing freight demand quickly, i.e. more cargo that can fit on an aircraft, or TAR prevent cargo from being stranded on aircraft grounded with mechanical problems. FedEx Express tends to keep a number of empty or underloaded aircraft, usually 5, in the air during the overnight to sweep the US. 46. 47. FedEx Express Airbus A300-600 FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 FedEx Express Boeing 777 FedEx Express McDonnell Douglas MD-11 FIN 2007. FedEx revealed plans to acquire 90 Boeing 757-200 SFs. Because production ended in 2005. FedEx was left with no choice but to acquire second-hand aircraft from other airlines to replace its aging Boeing 727 fleet, at a cost of $2.6 billion. 48. The 757's debut for revenue service was on the 28th of May, 2008. The last Boeing 727 was retired on the 21st of June, 2013. After 35 years of service with FedEx. FedEx Express was scheduled to be the launch airline for the Airbus A380 freighter, having ordered 10 for delivery between 2008 and 2011 with options on 10 more. The company had planned to introduce the first aircraft into service in August 2008 for use on routes between hubs in the United States and Asia. Faced with the 380 delays of more than 2 years, FedEx cancelled these orders, 49, and replaced them with an order for 15 Boeing 777Fs with an option for 15 more, to be delivered from 2009 through 2011. FedEx has said Airbus will allow it to transfer its non-refundable deposits to purchases of future aircraft, and has stated it may consider the A380 when the A380 program is less affected by construction delays. In December 2008, FedEx postponed delivery of some of the 777s. 4 were to be delivered in 2010 as previously agreed, and 4 more in 2011, rather than the 10 originally planned. Delivery of the remaining aircraft was postponed to 2012 and 2013. 24. In January 2009, FedEx exercised its options to buy 15 more 777 freighters and acquired options for a further 15. 50. On the 15th of December, 2011, FedEx announced an order for 27 Boeing 767-300Fs to replace its MD-10S. The 767S will be delivered between 2014 and 2018, with 3 aircraft being delivered in 2014 and with 6 aircraft delivered each year between 2015 and 2018. The airline also delayed deliveries of 11 Boeing 777Fs currently on order, but converted 2 options to firm orders. 51, 52. On the 2nd of July, 2012, FedEx announced an order for an additional 15 Boeing 767-300Fs to replace its MD-10 and a 310-200 aircraft. As part of this announcement, it converted 4 of its Boeing 777 freighter order to 767-300Fs, for a total of 19 new 767s. 53. The first Boeing 767-300F was delivered to the airline on September 4, 2013. 54. With one of the world's largest aircraft fleets, FedEx Express is the largest contributor to the United States Civil Reserve Air Fleet in terms of aircraft pledged. 55. FedEx Feeder ATR 42-300 FedEx Feeder ATR 72-200F. The first Dassault Falcon 20C delivered to FedEx, operated with the registration N8FE, is on display at the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center of the National Air and Space Museum at the Smithsonian Institution. Historical fleet. Aircraft total introduced, retired, replaced by a Marks Airbus A310-200F4919942016 Boeing 757-200SF includes N450FE, first a 310 prototype. 56. Airbus A310-300F2120002020 Boeing 767-300ERF. Last commercial flight was January 4, 2020. Boeing 727-100F751977, 57. 2013, 57. Boeing 757-200SF. Last commercial flight was June 21, 2013. FedEx continues to sell the 727 engine hoosh kit developed with Pratt & Whitney. 58, including N217FE, the last Boeing 727 ever built. 59. Boeing 727-200F Boeing 737-200C 519781981 None Boeing 747-100SF 1119891996 McDonnell Douglas MD-11F acquired during Flying Tiger Line merger Boeing 747-200F 11 Dassault Falcon 20331973, 60. 1985, 61. Boeing 727, 60. Douglas DC-873CF6198919991 None acquired during Flying Tiger Line merger McDonnell Douglas DC-1010F25198020221 Boeing 767-300F, 62. McDonnell Douglas DC-1030F6198020222 Boeing 767-300 McDonnell Douglas MD-11 McDonnell Douglas MD-1010F6419802021 Boeing 767-300F, 63. McDonnell Douglas MD-10-1819802023 Boeing 767-300F, 64. 30F. FedEx Feeder. An ATR 72-202F operated by FedEx Feeder. FedEx Feeder is the branding applied to smaller FedEx Express propeller-driven aircraft that feed packages to and from airports served by larger jet aircraft. In the United States, FedEx Express operates FedEx Feeder on a dry lease program where contractors rent aircraft from FedEx to operate routes as assigned by the company. The contractor is responsible for providing a crew to operate the aircraft and coordinating all maintenance. In exchange, FedEx pays a monthly administrative fee and reimburses the contractor for any expenses related to the operation and maintenance of the aircraft. Because the aircraft is owned by FedEx, it may not be used by the contractor for any purpose other than necessary for operating FedEx feeder routes assigned to it. 65. Outside the United States, contractors operating FedEx feeder routes may sometimes fly its own aircraft. In that case, the aircraft may not be in the FedEx feeder livery and the contractor may be able to carry cargo for other companies with the FedEx cargo. 66. List of contract carriers. ASL Airlines Ireland, largest contractor, European partner. Airwork. Baron Aviation Services. Cargojet Airways. Carson Air, regional routes in Western Canada. Corporate Air. CSA Air. Empire Airlines. IFL Group. Merlin Airways. Morningstar Air Express also operates mainline FedEx service within Canada. Mountain Air Cargo. Soline Air. Swift Air. West Air Incorporated. Wiggins Airways. Environmental initiatives. Delivery Fleet. Navista E-Star all-electric van in Los Angeles in 2010. The EV was manufactured in the US under license from Modec. 67. In 2003, FedEx Express introduced hybrid electric forward/diesel trucks into its fleet. At the time, the company had hoped to replace its entire 30,000 W700 delivery truck fleet with the hybrid, but in June 2009, only 170-68 were on the road. 93 of these operated in the United States in New York, Tampa, Sacramento, and Washington, D.C., while the rest operated in Tokyo, Toronto, and Turin. 69. FedEx blamed the low number on a lack of investment from other major companies in hybrid technology. It had hoped that other companies would order hybrid trucks, and that tax credits would be issued by the United States government to reduce the cost. 70. FedEx claimed that the hybrid truck in the 2003 test decreased soot by 96% and emissions by 65%. It also claimed that the truck achieved more than 50% better fuel consumption while still having the same cargo capacity as a conventional truck. 69. In 2009, FedEx Express partnered with Iveco and started a new test program of hybrid electric forward/diesel vans. The test program consisted of 10 hybrid vans deployed in the Italian cities of Milan and Turin. FedEx claimed the new vans would have a 26.5% reduction in fuel consumption and a decrease in carbon dioxide emissions of 7.5 tons when compared to FedEx's standard vehicle. The trial was set to conclude in May 2010 and FedEx would then evaluate if the vans should be deployed on a larger scale. 68. In July 2009, FedEx Express partnered with Freightliner and Eaton Corporation to convert 92 delivery trucks into hybrids. The conversions boosted FedEx's fleet of hybrid electric vehicles by more than 50% to 264. The trucks were placed into service in California, in Los Angeles, San Diego and San Francisco. 71. In November 2009, FedEx Express purchased 51 gasoline-electric hybrid vehicles from Azure Dynamics to be put into service in the Bronx, New York City. The Bronx became FedEx's first all-hybrid station. The addition would bring FedEx Express fleet of hybrid electric and electric vehicles to 325. 72. Aircraft modernization. A former Boeing 727-200 at Portland, Maine in 2009. FedEx Express, like most cargo airlines, operates a fleet of older and less efficient aircraft when compared to passenger airlines. 73. However, the company has been making an effort to phase out older aircraft, especially its trijets, and replace them with new twinjet models. The tri-J Boeing 727 was replaced in 2013 with the twinjet Boeing 757, which the company says is 47% more fuel efficient. Since 2013, FedEx has been purchasing new build 767 and 777 freighters, taking advantage of lower pricing as Boeing worked to replace both models. The purchase